the now watching it banner we 418 promise 102.7 and then so ya tena say you will be at the mamu ye pa a good year semre and aso ya tuni din say hi way sports if we samre akopim say no nsia bebo na ya ma emuso ama news at 6 abeto aso de ene entena na de ya bobo anu nyina afri ama no ne e de ba fie ye mfa ne nyina endaimo ewo kasa fidie ne so show no live ewo promise television multi TV decoder ne so telestra decoder ne so benya show ni bi na wahwe live
this is 102.7 FM
radio live Facebook Oyepa and Promise Sports okwa ubenya bi na wahwe se bibi nti umben Facebook and I said television uchi mu radio ne de to 102.7 ubenya ye na watie na so enjoy show no ene entena na enensem pi na ye de ebremo ewo eye show ne so ye bewram ewo one building ensem eba AFCON 2025 draw no atodwa na Ghana yani owura bi a oye adwuma ma Ghana Football Association no eno san ye adwuma ma krofufro bi ni team akowura mu o group baako ti ebusa se Ghana ni side krono kobo a owura no obe ye adwuma ma ya na so obekọ akoye e de amasa akro no ho nsem eba ye be wuram ni atwetwe nkomo na ya hwe the implications of nipa baako ye adwuma ama associations mienu no mu nyina ebo ewo qualifying draw group baako mu nsem ben ena ye wo ho ye ne mpanyimfo ebe twetwe nkomo e de afa ni nyina ya boaboa no e de ba ye the groups no ebe ma oba bi a team bia ebo e de free ene da qualifiers no e hyase ni nyina ho nsem e wo ha na anwumre oni ye tena na ye de ni nyina ma e wo dwumadie ne so Asante Kotoko player baako wono so agree say obe terminating the contract ama mpanyimfo agya atum say wonye player emfama Kotoko bi player bay ena ye ka ne ho asemi e ho nsem e wo ha no ma wan ka ye ho ene yankwa unya sansem we nyina enti e wo promise 102.7 Clementino the darling boy watena say wa bought the cloth kama anwa wani papa ne ya ena oyi edi free jimwa kama ote akonya kesi anim wodi rem na show na to aso eje amamutino good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Solo.
Yes.
Okode.
Nyame adum bibia ye fine also e.
Already adum.
Okay.
Nti akosiapia den na wo kana.
Yes.
2025 AFCON qualifiers na.
Aye.
Ghana Group F.
Group F, yes.
Kosiapia kan ye ho.
Oh yes.
Hey, ebe yiro. Sudan, Angola, Niger, Ghana Group F.
Yes.
Conflict of interest abana.
Oh, we need the just a jinche mu kakra because our ESCO member Edema Ghana Football Association and our head coach Edema Sudanese national team. Juma die we offer no crofo kan wasem bebre. But ye die ye susu da se situation bi beba say. But he said ye atoye yan e wo se ye hwe na ye hu said ye ho hyehye ne tie. So betimi aye juma na ma Ghana no aya ma Sudan na se also resign free Sudan no ba Ghana no be resign Ghana dwumadie no na wato aso Sudan ni nyina no je se ye ne animdifo twetwe nkomo na omo akire ye mu because ye num de from a layman's point of view there you hu say conflict of interest kakra because ni nyina no e football dwumadie a say Ghana ni Sudan e koboi na ono so yes ko member ne kodru ba bi na wo se team baako ehia point baako bi e de aye na ade na se wo ye kwasi apianti okogina minka so be sa but ebia na jiri asemunti no nko gya dwumadie ne baako a enka beboa me de ma dwenche ne se ko gya dwumadie ne baako a enka beboa but also had the bigger picture so nti na wo se nko de esco dwumadie ne to na o focus on Sudan womo national team no
because why enemy no nyina asem ma
eno de ewo mo de susu ampa se Ghana qualify na ye ni Sudan bo baba yara na Sudan here 1 point bi so no so they qualify na o yes school member yi no say Ghana ni na ye hwe se Ghana ye coach so ebe ko afcon ibi na o ma sell kro na maye no na ebi ankomo twetwe bi koso na Ghana fo years o ene emfa wan yi makwasi on de okan ye ho a unze ethics no ethically enye wo football mu aha ana se Sudan a qualify Ghana here 1 point bi na bia omo Sudan dey say ball na ye mo ho na bia Morocco ana say the game ko Algeria bi na Ghana ya kwasi so dey say me dey me kronti no mo dey mfa wan yi ma mo na mfa nso mo dey nso mra ethically enye ma football o aha ethics of the game no enkyere sa
enu ye dey mo ma hwehwe mo hu na afefo so say
yeah we need the scenario bi na ye site yes aha na afefo so far enyanti bi bia mfiri afefo no ho aha enyanti bi bia mfiri omo ho nti no ye hwese bi a afefo no so be ba abontia be kan bibi aha we no me feel say ye opem adwuma say obia nhye dan ko hye kwesi apia say free esco ni so na emom ono atena ase na owe adwuma ni mienu na owe the pros and cons a obehu say was me jai baako na me concentrate on baako de I know de enye nhye obi anhye no but ono a betimi atena ase no decide say o de adwuma ne baako beto sa na me hwehwe say maile 0123 katachi obeye de amaye nyina nye sa we are de say de obey topic for discussion be kwa kwesi weekend da uramu on next week opem say behu say dwumadi no betimi adini mienu roni beka say simultaneously oye ha no oye ha na ye koye nim you know ye twen kwesi apia say ono so beba na ye hu de opeso oye de fa situation no a dicey situation the man pa
onyambae
mente ye ne say nyame admo ochena na bibia nsi kwan a obeba Ghana obewuramu Ghana yes or the Sudan players me too neighbor Enyante ekra say 4 other foreign players be kan ho. Yes, 4 other foreign players. Omo kan 2 Sudanese players akwesi apia de ba no. Omo kan ho. 2 coach in recommendation. 2 of the 4 foreign players. Enye Sudan de no. On say Sudan de ne 2 and omo 4 other foreign players eka Sudan de no ho 6. The 2 of other 4 foreign players no coach in recommendation. That is close a deep throated source be we our shispa we assumpti no ye hwese nyame ya admo chena all things being equal be biambo mu a ombe touch down the amasante kotoko na o be start dwumadi no kama anticipate next week kotoko be unveiling yes next week kotoko e be unveiling of players enyo mu nyina akra na de o matimi a capture omo no hopefully next week announcement beba for 1, 2 or 3 players. So more join Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Okay. And only the room.
Ya no eda epono so. Na mose has ne supporters ni share mudia no board ne supporters no. In share mudia no then e free ho buy. And supporters ni ko share no.
Yes. So ha supporters ni epesenka phobia for life. So ni mo phobia for life. I say fa abu census no. Supporters ni THS ka no pese enka board ni jai dem o supporters no na o manage but board ni so say sa de ndi enye e club ni juma de nti wo say club na na ye na juma na emu nchiremu wo ho because board ni feel say accountability and shedan koyi some years back time na supporters ni manage phobia for life no nti no edru time ni so o say jai mo biem so mo abe hande o ma de a the agreement no supporters no 30% the agreement ne de omo maintain but omo mpene ese ombe jai phobia for life no ama ha supporters no na omo manage eno so nchemu bebre ho ye de beba yes nchemu bebre
omo aka so manim se we supporter yin nyai team no yan two team na jeje mu
dabi
omo ahokyerem
dabi omo se last season niema mu ye den no supporters no neglect team no na omugidie se ha se nya atamfo bebre e wo Ghana football mu ntino se wo ye supporter na wo abeba be ko atamfo na ma ha se no zo jai tena fie se akan bi ana odote bi ana nya ho bi doctor ntino omo ho ahia na se omudwumadi nti won support team ne dia na se club ne doni mu ntini nyina ye football de ma supporters no se mre mu odin no na e wo se ye hu supporters true ones omo edo club no yes
I just say what the cat hon Rashid noted the that are the no moon terminate.
Debbie.
I feel the enthusiasm.
Oh, I feel the player na. And na a call kotoko say me set contract in a terminate na meko. Yes. Rashid noted, yes. You run a camp and komodia hono confirm me. Say what terminating a contract with Asante Kotoko. A Rashid Noti onye Kotoko player beam.
Ne pra na ne modemo.
Pra omuko pre-season wo Krui Kaime Insuta beposo honom na ha beposo no. Na ni pra ni koyi ne ho. Ho na em se coach no ka che ne se pra ni nti ontime ne nya adwuma beam. And a man betting fee. Only the whole of last season Kotoko and register no. But near him say omutuaneka. The salary in there so aneko. Ha until Drew baby a when you be buy unse Drew baby no e buy say nanka Kotoko crap person ko sa ba be join team no na omo eye training no omo bobo but entiase anhye da anya adwuma. Nti ono de ne contract no na still binding. No omo etuaneka. No that so Kotoko play until after season no atena say resolve who say if you tena na mboa no nti na wo say okotwa contract nim no pay before frofa nti no omo ene no awie omo ne na awie a ehun so nkomo no e wa ha
memo akwaba promise radio on Facebook na fe Oyrepa and Promise Sports obo Oyrepa wie and no I say the IS 8 no obo anu wie a the Promise Sports so ato aso na wa share live ya no wa share wa dwen kire no mrantem we kakra no mbetuto ayo mu nti yesa yentumi nkan sisi ai de mu da ho nti so lo wie ya pe no e be clear first batch no e de afru ho e wo Highway Sports live on Promise TV, also Promise Radio. 4:29 is the time. Solomon Carter yanko
okay nti ye de kakreba na enenu ye be hyase e de afri abibrem na ya yensem kakra bi e de afra bibrem na ye wia na fe yakọ eye mrofu ni cross na ye de kakra enso e de afri wa ba ye di kan ate ho e de ama se 2025 AFCON draw no and area ya 12:30 ewo South Africa hinkro Johannesburg Joburg ena dwumadie no etumi ekoso enso honoma ye de hu nsunsanso ne bro enti draw no ena me pacho da screen so no de teni se keke ebe zoom in kakra de ama se de be ya ahwefo ebetumi ehum groups no baby a obi aso ehya wo be starting the qualifiers no e de free AFCON 2025 nyame aduma next season enye January yaka ho asem December ene ebebo no enti ye di bronya no ne ye bo AFCON enim se Black Stars won be ma bronya na ye de pavri se imagine se Black Stars wo AFCON na bia 24th or 25th December bi na Ghana any team beat Ivory Coast ebo game ewo Morocco na ye wie game na Ghana bo Ivory Coast best 4-0 and not 3-0 masa bronya bienu ebe de ache sa bronya no enti no eye AFCON draw no ene toja ene area ewo Joburg na result of draw no say ene tie me de ho nsem eba ewo group A say ne kowie ye Tunisia, Madagascar, Comoros, and Gambia. Omo a complete group A. Uko group B, Morocco, Gabon, Central African Republic, and Lesotho. Omo group B. Group C, Egypt, Cape Verde, Mauritania, and Botswana. Uko group D, Nigeria, Benin, Libya, and Rwanda. Group E, Algeria, Equatorial Guinea, Togo, and Liberia. Group F, Ehona Ghana. Yewo na unim si ebefia ye be di sa group ni mo enkomo every se Ghana eho ye na ye di ento so pa ye CDM Angola eho sa group na mo Sudan eho hobi eho ena James Kwesi Apia Mayele katachie 0123 Brano ko school no na ni school number no ono so team Sudan ewo mubi ena fe Niger enso ewo group F afe uba group G Cote d'Ivoire Zambia Sierra Leone and Chad group H no DR Congo Guinea Tanzania ɛna afei Ethiopia Group I Mali, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau, Eswatini. Group J, Cameroon, Namibia, Kenya, Zimbabwe. Group J, so no, interest kakra Group K, South Africa, Uganda, Congo, South Sudan. Group L, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Malawi, Burundi, complete group na CAF, atudwa se enche, wo di data. First games, any second games, qualifiers in no, ebetudwa. Na unim sem later this year, and I expect SM AFCON qualifiers no, ebesha na countries no, asha abubomu na yahu bebia, obiasu ejina ahead of 2025 AFCON. Ebetudwa, omani team. Ede Morocco. Medicaf and Seminary, Meko Arsenal Bobo Kona Sway, David Raya, Every Brentford, Eba Arsenal on loan 1 season. Now no more clause to be option to buy. Now option to buy no Brentford ya shame. SS player neba Arsenal percent one more sign permanently. Ombetia 27 million pounds. And team Arsenal extra gas clause no. Ningirani se Mikel Arteta GDA ese 1 year ya David Raya abedi ewe Emirates no where player bia or an important squad player obebua amaniema koye ejama senten mo animu ya no wo mo atrega esa clause no na wie Arsenal no say ese wo mo 27 million pounds ejama Brentford Bobo Kono as I said there David Raya Wano Arsenal player permanently. Entino Mikel Arteta esadi tuja said David Raya and ebe number 1 goalkeeper Ediamasa still Aaron Ramsdale ebe deputize David Raya eno kakra a free Arsenal aswe eba na Bukayo Saka so Arsenal player na oni talk sport atwetwe komo wonim so da some Three Lions almost say sina guso ekoso na Bukayo Saka ready to da ese wi ase nyina player ba ko pe eno no Bukayo Saka ogidie ese player no underrated na ese Bukayo Chema player no wonim bobo pa na mom ekwan a enkrofo fa so he no eni nsemo mu kafa no ho no match ball a obo no na yabusa Bukayo Saka se a player ben also underrated no Saka Chemwa Neymar dos Santos Jr. was say the most underrated player we are seeing now GDS say ball and Neymar eboni we are seeing no enye ho sempa ene kan ede fa no ho enye who praise and in central for and some etumi etimana eno me bacho Bukayo Saka nensemu a wode etudwa ene awie Paris 2024 Olympic Games in Baso na the tennis na obi e animo esenka France squad beba no yebenya Kylian Mbappe ese orem nanka wako akobwa the junior Alele Blues wo junior team no na fe watimi aboa ma Olympic Games wo mo agye esi wo mo national mom metimi confirm amount say squad coach and did Thierry Henry what ya babonte and area no enya dia Kylian Mbappe the din the 10 year what them goalkeepers miensa en a tournament no metre Thierry Henry what the Thio de person echo what the Gulam Restless echo and I feel the Obed in Camdabio one way goalkeepers are what the defenders no like body Lukeba Castello, what the Chris Lane Matima, Erem Adrian Truffet, and so I call Bradley Loco, Afe Songutu Magasa, one way remedy my French, 121 team no, Afe Kylian Sicilia, one of some Erem and Swabia, I know, and 1 no, Afe Midford no, Wunya minus Aklochi, Andy Dioff, Wunya Manukoni, Wunya Leslie, Ugochuku and so on. Joris Chotard, Afe Desire Dure, Enzo Milliot, one way rem, ewo Enfifio, and Animo Hono, Ryan Chalky, Alexander Lacazette, Michael Olise, Arnold Kalimwando, and Afe Jean Philip Mateta, Crystal Palace, almost striker, no, one who Ramubi, anti senior players, and a Thierry Henry, Ediomo Kono, Alexander Lacazette, Unya Michael Olise, Unya Jean, Philip, Mateta Antony Henry GDS, Enimu Hono, Ehiane Pai was say, Womiam said a bear, Orem, Ewo Olympic Games, Naniama Bekoye, Ede Amano, Johnny Van de Beek, a Manchester United player, 2020, Edom Kofano, Edini Free Ayas, Ebaye, na Ayas Golden Generation, best of 4 years, one more team Madrid, a Bomo, our Champions League, not Johnny Van de Beek, one way to the movie, Obama United. Mansa Kwana Pima enfa last season womu dini Cologne ewo Eintracht Frankfurt na ni loan deal no ena United ishe mu se Frankfurt epe Donny van der Beek womu betimi etua 9.7 million pounds e dey afa Donny van der Beek Frankfurt loan e ba na wi omu se Akwana san obai wantumi amo into ansan koma United ti e kamia se Donny van der Beek e se de oya be ya giswa e dey Man United boboko no United ya babonten ese players womu jo mu kwan season wi e wa bra summer transfer window no e bie no womu de Donny van der Beek edin atosro ono any first player e wo buy on bebo ni dia cho so player we de ti no ho e wo betimi afana ko free wa bra uskaga krabi e na de be ma e na de na ko yi football edu time bi anema mu enso e de ntino Donny van der Beek Man United tono summer transfer window ya na omape player foforo edino aba eno eso ehon sem eno no Wembley de ne eguso ekoso na ena eye second round games no eno ebi etumi aba so yerem ewo day 4 na de tienie Grigor Dimitrov after one set down ba ebeji eye set no etwa 3-2 na say na kwaya ye woni abonten didi Jun Chen Shang we Chinese and a boy 5-7-6-7 obetwa 6-4 6-2 6-4 eno me pacho Grigor Dimitrov wabra one Jun Chen Shang one game ne ba so timi atwa no 5-7-6-7 6-4 6-2 6-4 afei woko emana famu a Ziwu Yang one so ne waya bakosem ni nyina ne se watwa ababa wa ne dindi Jessica Pegula we number 5 seed na se oba tennis emaba wa na fam omo a ye rank omo osoropa ne Jessica Pegula e kan obi na so ne ababa wa ne dindi Ziwu Yang wade no echi aka form 6-4 6-7 6-1 and we try into 2 sets to 1 and then Ziwu Yang or they call him afei nano me catch us ababa we be a friend Jessica Buzas Manero one the second player where to me a defending champion ewo Wimbledon anymore after some what me a player and it the Maketa Vondrosuva ewo first round our yes I reckon nene second round Jessica Manero as I win in the game ocha Christian Buka or Croatian Otani 7-6 6-3 and you know Spanish Jessica Manero one also him and afe Novak Djokovic one Jacob Fairley one also game no etumi aba so Fairley British na and Novak 3-1 Novak 6-3 6-4 5-7 and afe 7-5 mu game no enso etumi toja enti Novak Djokovic him Jessica Buzas Manero maba na fem wo kona nim Ziwu Yang kona nim and afe Grigor Dimitrov wo mu nyina rem third round no me pacho de free Wimbledon ni mu ba aye de emamu dwumade no so what as a Manchester City goalkeeper Ederson Moraes said I confirm goalkeeper no kopiem Saudi Arabia we say wajidi esa bi odu no Brazil ekomo ho to okopeska kakra de akoni chrome enti obeja Man City boboko no de ato na afei wakọ Saudi Arabia akoto aso na reporter ba eni se coach and did Pep Guardiola was system goalkeeper no ye number 1 edema Manchester City Ederson kwa Stefano Teja number 2 wano eneba abe number 1 Man City wo mu bobo konima no de ba entino next season ube hu se Stefano Tega or for number 1 sport edema Man City just say a team no e decide say omo e pay player for in the shape of a goalkeeper no mo de na ba no abetu Stefan Ortega nya sadia Ortega ebe the new number 1 ede ama Manchester City womo eboboko no abra next season City be hwe ni mu say Champions League won be san ba no ma beje ede esi omo na so after say Madrid eyi omo eje this edition no ede esi omo na so no me patcho Stefan Ortega wono so dia eba ene anwumrei ewo dwumadi ni so yere nsam ni si na efisem atoa so ede amam Clementino amani muso akwaba agina ade no ode esi ho etu so wabokakra ze oba na ezemeze me tiatia mu ntino ode ade afa ha ntino oh keke na nka betimi a capture ade no de amaya ha na o kasagu onye so onso ade lokra so so hano ntino
Solomon
yes Clementino the darling boy yes surely yes ya no akire me na so ahwes menya ba ko bi na me de afa akire ho yes ze nimze bia ono ana ewura mu kwaje
we normal wine na
sa
we normal wine na
okay yes Tino
ai
when say dey wonum dey say ase wa bra na ase wo bibia
o se wa otimi hu
voice abre o
ba nebete o
melody o
papa
madam fi doka was here bless your mind
David na obende
papa
obende
metiase nti solo yabada wase Emmanuel Bompon wase God bless NYE #Bompon TV ne de eno no good yenko obina krofi ho wase next week sa na October na jese ogidi sa asante should sign the obende eno no Afrani Isaac also obeying we are not in a rush for anything the players are still coming the Afrani so dear no or say Shea Dramana was seen through his injury Hineba Nana or say the message on Facebook Buari Francis Honorable or say good evening Clementino Liverpudlian brother good evening Buari Francis okay Hineba Nana kwesi was where are they or say a FIFA Mosque or Citino. No one is against the House of Folk board, but they should know how to communicate or respond to the supporters. We any FIFA Mosque the message on Facebook and then you may Afrani Isaac or say you come you call them soon. Why in a rush, brother? Take your time, everything will be fine. Yeah, mama ye kayo huntino. Mon forget to do be a kanamo mon famo dear. Unyameba Juniors, so Cab don't have a stable time to play AFCON. They are not serious at all. Euro and Copa America is always play in June and July. Africa is bomb. Unyameba Junior. The message on Facebook. No. Kuma Asenso as a promise sports. No size. George Kefram. Sometimes I don't understand myself because how did you people always get news? God bless you for the work you people are doing. By the way, I'm listening live in Tabale. So I'm telling everybody that Kotoko will be great again. Just a little time, you will see the work of God in Kotoko. Please, is there anything for me from Kotoko? Mojos 1. You're the extra tour. No. Okay. Afrani and I are being. But see, we were told there will be announcement last Friday. Then it changed to this week. And now, next week, if you are not in a hurry, continue training with 9 players while paying almost 30 players. Hey, but say we do not want any excuse of not getting my first choice. Anybody not see the message. No. Could you obey? Or say are they signings or getting their first option or second or third options? Mankuyeli. Abemu.
This is 102.7 FM.
Okay, one man supporter of Asante Kotoko is telling you guys to be calm. Everything will be fine. And who said we are not getting players. That is a big lie. Afane. Okay, no dear, no. If Edison goes to Man City, he's becoming weak this season. If Edison goes Man City, he's becoming weak this season. And what also? What you
say? Man City Jama Edison kwa na so mu wiki team no.
Okay.
Sana me show so person.
Yes, okay. Also, good afternoon, Tilo. Please tell Kotoko IMC to at least tell the supporters something about all the players sacking and their plans for next season and the team watching from Japan. My brother Prince, my cool leader said no comments behind about. Also, please, Tino, is there any number to call to the program outside Ghana? Please, it's possible. And I net winner. Is it possible? Okay, sorry. Is it possible? Numbers now you use now. Oh, the baba. To the yeah, baba. Na every permit the number no be ma na also what to me ISR there. Yes. We dey free Sammy Tuga ho. Yes. Yes. Or say happy birthday and confirm Nelly Usua. Yes. Or Netherlands. Netherlands. If we ne papa any ni nuamema ho. And omo wishing happy birthday. Nelly Usua, Netherlands. No dem pa choje se ye wi anu abusa no. Enti no oye +1 today Nyankopon ema no enkwatenten ahoden ewom. Na onhia ne so Nelly enjoy your day. Yes. Okay. That's it. You ever to us high. Now, I prefer must keep about for say, please ask Danger Man any update about the coming of Ashgood or Obuasi Sporting Club because Adan Seman has mixed football. Say prefer must need there and no. So the coach want to sign players. He can work so the players will leave. If the coach leaves, watching live from Italy, Young Gabi Jr. Greetings to Krobia, and we remain supreme. Okay, Nana Kosi. Ositino, Ogum can't be trusted because his signings were flop. Akosiaba Kojo. Today, dear men's fellowship dressing power. Now, come for big review. I don't have to watch you. I just watch you. And that's why. Hey, Obi. But say your men sent and say I pimpam no. Minum sane pomo no design but enwo ani. Men's ne special specification bia also pam atade and money suit. But I had the ultimate pam style bia pe bia. Obi akrofi wa feel o feeling tade no guy bruta. Okay. Nti ye call reply promise post no ye ko ba adan ma no message no aba. Michael Owusu AH, your message. Abeka Yensa Ewa ha. Richmond Bio also message to me Abba. Mr. Francis appear UK Kenning Town. The Rock fine. Oh dear, so Abba. No one the Rock. I hope so send me 1,000. Oh Debbie. Why? And I'm from one by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh Debbie. Nti Mama Yentua so emfa emfree hanimo. Danger kwaba.
Ofa me joso.
Boko there.
Oh, nyamiada Roma. Yeni namu.
Sure.
And namu say yepim ko kakra. Yeah. Yepim ko kakra. Se na tibia no nyame be hye ne ho ni munyam. Yeda Nyankopon ase.
Yes.
Ene yeda ya dofo no so ase. Omo ayenum ye dwumadie yi. Da bia omo tie yen. Omo se omre no madaage. Omo mu do omo data ade tie. Omo na no na obi ka wo se wo ye adwuma nyina na ne ye pisi na som na wo tie. Omo nso ntina ye wo ha no mo a yetimidie bibia ye bia no. Enti no yeda nyame ase yeda omo nso ase. So omo nso mboy ye obi no omo bi ho krampo a omo sa ye ayeye de ananya sa na ye ka no adoye good omo sa ye adoye sa ka ho wo ha ben se no obi aye wo action kakra o na me ma ofu kakra wo ha bi so na weekend di fatan kakra ni nyina no
hwa en dia na wo de no ba pa me de ema wo ni baba ko bi na ase squad dia make am nyina
ayese solo ka na bontin yi
ame che sojebi my own sojebi
sojebi
tenen ka che
me da no me ya aka ntino first na no me nya aka ndia nanka
no no ye free no ya aka
me nua no nyese no me free me nua
na wo nua no ya aka den de na we ya no ya
se won say
sanke kan kokom
there be koso na bibi asi na bia me gina ha no so gina ha no on so no take it into the extreme, but that is normal. If we say divided opinions and any taking different.
Na mai bia unya no na solo agene number ma ono eno so.
Me ni din ko ma che kakra. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Chebafo. Okay. Mr. Chebafo ni but Chebafo ofa akofa ba die me ente wonka. Me ente wonka. So ya US. Ono no so je ni wo ho.
Ono de otimi ko tena nsuo so.
Emu a bi wo ho no ma bi abusum sakra na e bia wo hye ba bi. Nti no se oba mainline US ni dia ene ya na open na obenya nti. Meaning say we fro be me atene nka but so ya na o chat no. So
okay, mata.
Na why
yanko anim na yemrai. Bafo na wa hwe 2025 AFCON qualifiers no draw no onya kwanya hwem.
But mahwe Ghana de no.
Good.
We dey say ya qualify.
Sir.
Na group we dey
Angola, Niger, Ghana group F.
Ni nyina mu no de onim yen. Me nim say we dey nua na ne kudi agro no yekwasi apia. Sudan team no they can be very tricky sometimes. Bi ho no but now you list mistake I want be team how pa. Say you fa 2-2 ana me boa. And I fa one.
I think 12 groups into 2 years
24 into 2 into say 2 dia Ghana qualify man ye Ghana team qualify man ye into no if we say because Angola Sudan and ombe contest Ghana for slot in the hono no and I believe say Ghana be fa baako then Angola and Sudan no apre baako na aka ne ho nti I think say nye bad it's good I mean yenya fair draw me the way there obi antimi nka say you cannot bargain for any other ABR and I say you cannot get better than this you know if you say but offer among for can efa kwesi apia and a conflict of interest as they are and me who say omo pe kwesi apia asem no drive gidigidi say on resign and offer I think say obi pese kwesi apia resign me dey me nyusu fistures ya bay se oni ha se oye adwuma Sudan se oni adaje ebema onye effective on his job eno na se obi gina so say on resign ya eno de but eno ba ya ye kofa ba se nkofo on resign no there were people who were defending it enti a two-legged encounter ne Ghana ni Sudan bebo enti normally no even mramu no court no and I say if you himfie kra no of us assemble ti say na obi an nsem no mienu ye Liverpool for yem fa say your sports department ho no mo say e bia asem yesi na ye ka me ho asem a ye ka asem no a e fa me ho a and now say enim say me ne wo relationship ni nti no e bo ho no mo a wa outimi ka say ene e wo yi ho asin chen because pese ebeka se bia woni me relationship no be influence e bia decision making and as bia tesa e bo onso so a yetimi ka to say wo de gina nchen na yenye enti I think say ESCO meeting nko a akosi apia adwenche beba mu as to how we will be planning against Sudan nko de a eno nko de betima yi kosi apia asinche ne plan yakobo ye bo because sometimes the frame meeting kwanye nya no bia timi ba meeting it me den ekoso pepepe. And he said, if it is about Ghana and Sudan match and Kwadia, which is only two-legged encounter, Kumasi or Accra or wherever, then Khartoum or wherever, and on Kwadia, asking or calling or appear to resign if you say media meeting. But generally, no, above from you won't be raising issues. You won't form put two justifications on it. Say, obey my obey Zoom meeting, obey say, and now you tell you can say. If no one running shaya say one attend the ESCO meeting a number of times you free ESCO nim yente say one meeting na kwesi apia maybe whether
say na dey nim dey nti metima adwane o Zoom
exactly the point I'm making say ye Zoom say ye face to face and he doesn't seem to have flouted any law as of now and no say or several pepe dia. Then I think say it is not enough to want to use this game alone or those matches alone. Now they can say therefore Kwesi Appiah should resign from the ESCO. I've seen it going pushing gidi on bloggers in the stories discussion across social media platforms and also of course traditional media and also among for if you say but I think the reason and yet strong for my liking me there two-legged encounter and there will not be enough because you bet my plan with that team say you bet my Sudan and yet because Kosiapia yes come member in the best man in show because we have a good team do proper preparation coach no any team no omo send your normal in terms of strategy, in terms of formation, in terms of picking good players, in terms of preparing the team very well, in terms of making sure say the team is psychologically, morally, everything prepared. Motivation wise, no be our if you have better players than Sudan, I'll be sure. So we are no me I'll be sure. But say, because you resign, no better enough ye. Na say you no me ya Sudan be sure so it is not about the resignation of Kosiapia. For me, I am not for it. The entire makers no say bra or koje Sudan adwuma no. Me say me can be. Say money effectiveness to do the ESCO work no bibi am for can zoom ya of how can ye. Yes, omo convince ye mu bi no so we accepted it. So okay fine. Say omo so omo ye meeting no met my friend zoom no wa can adwuma na say and so na Obo World Cup qualifiers he wonya as a coach o sheshe aman so who na obo no say oba ESCO meeting ni so a and also between the abo ESCO no in terms of deciding as to our approaches to games also between the abo of course so we are part of Ghana meetings there and here his head will be in Sudan and his heart may be in Ghana or his head will be in Ghana and his heart may be in Sudan until the ABI no the conflict part of it no so therefore and me no metiase na say begitum but we can ask him to step aside we can ask him to recuse himself or he himself can decide so we're recusing him and then the ESCO will meet plan the approach to the game beat Sudan and then we go and I am not entirely for omo kasafa and omo raising the resignation part of the argument conflict of interest in the name say that day will come. Because Sudan or mine, they are into playing football. Ghana mine, we are also into playing football. And say one day na ebeba ko ba se Kosiapia and na Sudan Ghana beba boda Kosiapia na coach India na clear na yade na da ho ade betimi aba. But at that time no ye kan ya nkofo ampene so. Nkofo anyantum and here we are it is here with us. And enye anything new. Me dey me say I will not accept say because Ghana and Sudan be both two-legged encounter Kosiapia should resign. Okay. Me I'm not for it. Just two-legged encounter and say me 4 years stay as an ESCO member no betim dia boa Ghana. Ama Ghana football no etumpo no. Say because of two-legged encounter he wants to pass aside there and as on resign there and them impress so. But rather say Ghana ESCO no prepare or planning for the Ghana Sudan game and obviously he has to step aside. And no dey mejitum enti kakra ho no fa ansa na obed be banana ka pese ewie we because inso atreman aye ayi bi teaser bi na em say omo ka kire coach omo fa no me dey by the picture I have seen I have concluded who the coach is.
You are getting the picture.
Yeah, I get the picture. I get the picture of I get the picture. Meaning say be born no more because minister me ho dwuma dey ama wo mo. And it's a born one betting there to so answer na kadan cafe nanka ya hunumi omo ya che na omo nya ne ready so I don't know but anya born na wo ho
Mr. KK na wo ho dia
na KK ya ka born na say nyek born now ya KK I don't know you have it so you put it there then we go and
e bia na manim o phone no say anko ayin line so dia okay
so this is it until uko atrema for no on social media platforms na teaser o my nie
na wo adwene mu ye hwan ya
many obedi adwene I think it's sika kono
sa
I think it's sika kono
because
sika dia ba mu
sa
pa lately no
and nsan say we say aye no kra
o say sika
left one
we be nkuma and na o san so ye one of the Ghanaian coaches are on pursuit shepherd and when they are doing their job on the job no on pursuit shepherd. Okay, we know that to them tell
what about white to say he didn't be Maxwell. Yeah.
Sika de ni suit so we adwuma no wahwe ni suit de.
Yes, abasa de nko asoevu nkofo. Some na mo keka.
Oh, say ye kan boadu bi no mo kan
Christopher Enin
cry bi be mu but na ni de na nya strong sa. There's one other coach I also top at the DBM and then coach no coach bechem na nsen ya bi no e ko bi mensa no nyina di bi bebe mu ani ade but and omo de to so omo say edi no mo choka ho no I think say na nka ombese ka ye nya de ka na em say nti mo de
omo tizi kakra
eh tizi but
pare nyina mo
I think say da bi ni nyina wo omo ho
no mo fa no ka ho na obedi
sami pacho hwe no ka ho na obedi be wi na yetime nya ni nyina na the amount, but I think say for me I think it's Siki.
Akomia
Over
kwaba
ya ni over. Na leo na me te say Solomon Carter aso hu se draw na ba na coach Kasiapia Sudan ne Ghana ewo group no. Na o yusu so yesen ke be ya nka on resign nanka onye yi.
So say na enkofo bi na etwetwero.
That's o mo twetwero mo.
Na ni akobos.
O mo pass en for ntwero.
Mighty one is coming.
On pass and for ntwero. When problem be any ho. Of problem be any ho.
Me kra me hu say
he's the ESCO member. It doesn't mean so a Black Star Management team member. What I say? Ghana football ni na kekeke ni na no ESCO member, a board member of the Ghana national Ghana FA board member. You know, maybe a bit more according say so we no member of the Black Stars there. Quickly, there's some reason from there. You see the point? If you hear the ESCO coordinator someone discuss it, anything about Black Star, obetuma decide say or no be doing free. Now, my and that is allowed. So in CBA, I said you Ghana Hana, you are the FA president who team. Even though was it what German for by name say, Ghana no idea can't say, bloody be a team. Among other members are on teams are almost a defense or more ESCO. You know, I don't think there's any discussions on this. But Coach Champions is in town. What touch it down? What touch it down? Me no can say. Me no say the two Sudanese players no. And I'm console. We cry. Ebia Sabri, Kakra. Omo Edikanya Bokumasi. And you know, Ebia if reaching a conasi hopefully by Monday.
Players in buy more Ghana.
On we be doing right.
Akaso me Kumasi na.
Akaso omo players no ebe Kumasi ne.
Aha, sana me.
Just say you jaw mo kwan won kan na no.
Yes.
And me be boom.
Exclusive from Akonya
Sechi. Ada omo du Kumasi, anase because no mo du Kumasi. You know, if reach na e go come Monday no time bia mo free say enema e clear bia no. O betimi any kotoko ayi training o maba because of kotoko nti. Then you look at the company for be can almost from Monday corner there. Kotoko ebe start announcement ne you bet my ban. I see that Saturday no. Bet me see e wo no nti no good one day say at least o me do kan no am say no na one of your colleagues no am say so obey those striker erihwe mu say o ma touch down. I say obey that hint it on the third. You know,
I'm not run no move.
I know that there be omo dan crying. Omo dan crying no antinde. Ona omo Kumasi.
Okay.
Anti omo mu din na say ojo so mo bodi no kama.
As omo de bebre, so de bebre.
Omo these are two Sudanese national team players. Omo na omo nya kwa omo bantino. So kodokodi kan kai no.
Sorry, immediately after the draw. Immediately after the draw. Say draw no and na wie yayi na omo ye. I think I've always said there are no minnows in football now. It is really important that any team that you meet, you prepare very well and make sure you have the right team to try and win the day. Personally, I also think and hope Ghana and Sudan qualify in that group. For now, I think that is what I can say, and I wish both teams the best. Hames Kosiapia.
What's in the tray?
And so draw no, yeah, na into a draw we and this is what he said. We are live from Kosiapia. We one of my men on the grounds now. I push it there, me. Me fama womo. Okay.
So I'm hopefully also by Monday, latest by Monday no kruma. Who can dinner is just ready to come. And the MI won't say latest by Monday no ba to oba join the Kotoko management no. Now on my Kotoko Juma. So no dear. Medical can want some that I can actually say unya Sudanese job no. Or straight to or in ho. Or go to in any. Sebia nana say na aba me ko Sudan na etike bi anka situation be base e bi anka o be show anka ma ya ana o hinesi da bi o bless no Sudan o ko no onko o bless no nenso o be pese o be ka ho o be pese o be ka ho ayoko to ko adwuma no say empo if you take him say o be access game no via FNC computer ni sa ne mane ma ba so na wa advice bi o de ama kwanda ho so I say obetimi o ba bia na otimi ayekotoko adwuma no na otufo ma na sa privilege no a privilege and o de ma no ntino who say Sudanese players through on one no more national team two national teams league on league Sudan on league tin say omo free ombo ma yiwe no Tanzania omo invite force Sudanese club ofu no betra Tanzania and obehwe sa play teams no only two teams number over Africans here on preparation no ipa in Hila ne the other one no American Hila you know over no be no where who sa place yi na eno so e ba ya coach no so where o ma no so feel na ji omo aba no it's you know like we said no players are more for loan more or less no kotoko e bi salary no na kotoko so e bi tu bi kakra but teams dey nya dey kotoko tu bi bia e dey am one season's loan anomo e ba ebo. Okay, so over that is one from coach Kasiapia and the Sudanese Sudan Honsem. Now the only say
internship bi mba na ke aba has den so.
Okay, so we no so na driver and we be go akono ho na be
ko. Dr. James Akosiapia tweet no na eda TV no so no mo on Facebook. I think I have always said there are no minors in football now. It is really important that any team that you meet, you prepare very well and make sure you have the right team to try and win the day. Personally, I also think and hope Ghana and Sudan qualify in that group. Okay, for now, I think that is what I can say and wish both teams the best. I say James Kosiapia, head coach, Sudan. And then also say,
yeah,
Group F, 2024 AFCON,
yeah,
Ghana, Angola, Sudan, Niger.
Interesting. See this whole Kasiapia in for me. What is the influence of the ESCO on the Blasters when we are playing a game? That's the question. If they have any influence, then we can start saying any influence that one or the other would affect the chances of the Blasters winning, then we can have an issue. That's why I need the
Blasters will not play any match. Our brother ESCO will not play part in it in terms of the planning, in terms of the preparation,
because that's why there is
in terms of the finances and everything. The ESCO are the one that will discuss.
That can influence what happened on the field.
But you cannot take that away from
how will it influence?
Where Bako Sabasa be important here to a bar because you influence the best.
No, someone said me position. Say my as for the ESCO in general, there's no way they will not have an influence in any game the Blasters play because number plan, everything we do about the game where more.
Na Nyansem kwaro betimi so
it's actually the point. Mimi for say two-legged encounter is not enough to ask Kasiapia say he should resign.
Say, Yankoi.
To over media honon me who you know. Once a man for be draw comprise, but me from the day I'm who and I honestly don't see anything with it. I mean, from I think about one more, maybe around one. What that would do. it will be an interesting aspect. At least a bit me at match in a crowd Ghana. But say obeshen of obeshen obebu utoado obebono. Yes, you obebono. So what yes, you don't need a Kwesiapia to be an ESCO member to know how to survive when playing against Blasters. Over to common you. Akwesiapia can survive when playing against Blasters, even when he's not an ESCO member. Because when him kroma. How to survive in Ghana and win him. Individual player be anywhere offer or his understanding and approach in a way to stop him there then the amano. So afraid Kudus Akwesiapia onim Kudus. He need to be an ESCO member to know Kudus and know how Kudus operate ana. Atizigi or them na Kwesiapia in years of ESCO member to know how to overpower and know the weakness of Atizigi to punish him. Alu say do mono, Alu say do to Clementino and all that. So the difficult aspect is that we are playing against one of our own. But and yet the ESCO conversation, the man is difficult. The fact that he can properly analyze this Blasters team, any form of intimidation, be an outsider, but Tomu Blasters are over. Everbo Kumasi Ebetono, Ignatius Mone, Kwesiapia, Mono, they are used to it. Now see us your advantage. Say Fatao on Yom Nekoi.
Oh, very good.
Say Fatao on Yom Nekoi, Sudan, and Waba Blasters. Enjoy us your advantage. And we just have to understand that we are facing a difficult side. The ESCO conversation grand of a fan on ton chain.
Promise.
Say Obugo keep strain about we dey know Brekum Chelsea. Eric Amponsa. Omunyina any omnet. Enti ye ne ho na ebebo ne na ebema na ye den amayen yo. Enya ESCO ho no. So if there is any strategy, how do we also find ways of knowing more about the Sudanese team, just like Akwesiapia, Ignatius, Eric, Mubehu more about Ghana? That should be the plan. This is not ESCO. Maybe a hundred Becca say be ESCO ni could decide some of scout obi of Akwesiapia behu say Ghana about scouting team Mubehu. Akwesiapia ni ESCO, you will still have men on the grounds who are willing to go extra mile to make him survive. It's going to be difficult for her. Sometimes, when you pray for the rain, you should be ready for the mud. These are some of the things that can happen to us if Ghanaian coaches are in other countries.
Ghanaian coach in issue, no, because he occupies a peculiar position.
Let me say.
Because the position as a board member of the Ghana Football Association. A very, very peculiar, as in the position as the head coach of Sudan is also very, very peculiar.
You can't
and
take
clearly,
away
it has the potential to conflict itself.
Conflict of interest partner. But me can say, Akwesiapia, even when he is not part of the ESCO, he will still have enough influence and knowledge about our team. And your ESCO on the fact that our coaching team no pain. The fact that his knowledge over the team, and how he can find a way around Kumasi, around Kumasi, how the players will settle, the operation work will settle, they will have it. Everything that will make them comfortable, they have it. So let's be ready for a tough game.
Okay.
A tough game, not from the point of ESCO. A tough game because Obia Abuane Bekawa wedding or Sawuntumamu ye up where Papa Nibi Ignatius bet me about Tena Kruma bear 1 month. Corner Bia with him or Shell Blasters no anymore. Or TB, we'll catch your tea. Auntie, and no name and ESCO hono. It's a Kwesiapia Crankoni ESCO. A Juman still bear the Amayan.
Sure.
So what as and net yet go say see. Na maso kunadu coach e be a chart and now Comoros. Na maso koye no. Asa for another Ghanaian coach. E be a Bismarck ko bi mensa de aka no ho. No mo ko no mo ba. We are sure say then I obey. Onim krom asetena. umpa ebo a obo no so nkofo ebo mpa e ma ne bi e o mo kasam nti we no mo fa ntrapo o ma be fa no wa ya o fa ne ma ne me esko ho no kra de say ne o ma no de trapo ba e na edin we on trapo o be wa ya e ne de asia no
mama yenche menche no wa ha akomia omemra ho na ye nya adwuma kakra concerning supporters no koshia na nsen no board no response no asa me TV bi se one omudi ho yaw se druba bi a club no hia omo to o majeje mu na se club no mo fa omo we nam ha na we nam ha and two phobia for life supporters ne person mu giso mu na so na omo ankasa manage and board no so giri se debi abona no wa ndidi ntwasu na supporters no kwado person community ni 30% omo a manage yu no ma sa 30 ato omo na when the akanako minim what the home komo kakra
yeah as to say omo ya na both parties obi a o ya kakra e wo mu no that's why the meeting was important and you know we are na the way forward and you know that's why na I want forecast sociology I think that's obi catch you say conflict the sociology some because conflict is good so if I'm no to kwasi any wadwuma ba kum na say bia na e na say yakona wo kan wadwuna me kan wadwuna yes wo kan wadwuna me kan wadwuna ade after ya settle we no me to a me hu minimade a me catch ro ya unumade a wo catch me be mbia de yen fa obiom so hu de ya ade a otu say yakọ direct minim ade of ampe of azunu ade a mempe sometimes they say that conflict is good so it where me find say that it was a conflict between the board and the supporters because while the board were doing their own things, supporters also felt to say they were neglected and they were also doing almost what there. So in either way, they affected team no. What I say, the board needed the supporters. No, me here the supporters no. Every man almost that number 12 man spirit no, it wasn't there. The supporters also wanted say decision work about no be take care. Anka almost leaks almost take them to consideration. Anka erosobe boa so
na so the day since Elvis try you tell be no obi ani subiem obi ani o mo yin subiem
Elvis
because so munya report so
Elvis na we also don't muka so me supporters lesion
okay
you know as a board member or supporter they say there any obiem and we about omu ya supporter bi anka ho and omu that lesion omu critique that office no to ho no
okay there so da ho
that's so ho but the fact of the matter is that this but someone can just mark scrap the fact that you know the fact that you know the board no you know how they want to deal with their own supporters you see the point and me I believe say obukoshi you know yes say they see say obi a candidate obi a candidate ha no we candidate ha na we are then mo the way forward na mo come anim and no mo come back and must mistakes na mo you know I cost to matter you if I don't need the importance of that meeting no I mean day one obekaya see you know going na make as one aspect I expect to say house of folk you will see nice omo you no the board meeting the supporters na omo no omo patch up na omo omo bridges na you know omo bridge na omo ina no at me call for at the end of the day omo ina house of folk supporters board members the house of folk supporters just that team no structure and do makoto the omo da no and the other supporter club supporter is the club that they want so you know that meeting no yes e ba so sa and na para me ka say omo discabo ne say a fruitful conversation fruitful meeting a family affairs and I'm control omo discuss here so whatever they ended up at the end of the day omo expect say obi aba woni na juma yeso ye supporters in mo juma yeso omo that is why at the point in time supporters no e ma omo hu say it becomes difficult when it is that say team no performing how omo and upon me can the legend about with another suggestion I agree with one there no but no yet even compare to the culture of the Europeans omo style in Europe ya wo akora to krobia so ati bo ho no more or less your supporter but what's the side no ya wo no to seven fans say ya wo akora ato yes ya wo akora ato dwaso a there's a football club in Dwaso even say third division krana akora no as was the team no so it omo the gini but here it's not like that There are a lot of things that you see from Womo. It is the idea, no? Oko house, Oko Kotoko. Support and be much more active. Dependent of the team's performance. Kotoko two team no edit as one perform, no. Obeko stadium obi anko. But when Kotoko is winning, when Kotoko is playing well, you see the supporters trooping to the stadium. So anya house of Oko anti. Tam almost na board no and no catch the board no. Said the board no so share aspect no. The kind of players I'll be recruited, the kind of team I'll build. The team no should be one of a team of Okoji League. And yet the year now knowing the house of Pokemon Mokore. Yes, sir, Okachi support and across the matter. Koya only down we can obey on yet. So until we get to that Europeans and learn almost star, no, that's the idea. You know, I hope say Sunday man course on by over with regards to the phobia for life, no. There's history to that. Who's that the supporters not start here, you know, at a point in time. And time. So it is believe say about phobia a contributor. You see the point. So somewhere along the line, and about no intervene here. So no, it can't be like that. But in fact, to Kotoko no. Kotoko no, the team, the club Kotoko, and the supporters, and but House of Folk supporters, no here, not almost free say they should be allowed to control that phobia for life, no. And about this, if you say no, this shouldn't be the case. And the idea, yes, the club, no, so club, so the board, and for that matter, the management comes in. Now say if a supporters didn't be a can one, or maybe form that committee are in charge of phobia for life, no. I do have phobia for life, no. And they say, "Omo contribute to support the team." But who should know only House of Folk. Tete no. Now the omu yeni chapters no omu say so we did dues every month from the RCC no. Omu scanning now called NCC. The NCC then send the amount of registration to the
board and administration.
To the administration. That's a question to the management. Then after management then just scanning now 25%.
Back to NCC.
Back to the NCC to the RCC. What 25% of all the monies accrued no. Ever back to the NCC and to the RCCs. Now, for example, what is the House of Folk? The chapters in Accra, Greater Accra chapters. It is I say, yes, I don't know. And for about 20 years, ni. 15, 20 years, ni. Saturday night, I say, the reason they say omu free says ekwa omu dey this can here.
Okay.
It started cry try answer na omu float shares o. Sane manya na yesika supporters contribution to us. Na no so ka ho. And just say you talk about omo jai dada. You see the point? It is believed say sa sika na omu gigi build to ho no. Emu na Greater Accra circles, Greater Accra chapters. And tam omu float shares omu go to shares no. What's all that here? Tell me this kind of say corner omunkono. It is believed say sika no jigu hono and on the obo shares. And you say omo for share for you know shareholders no. Greater Accra chapters omo shareholders. Our House of Folk use about for check say na. So it is believed that you bia. So akoba say no because of phobia for life for now. As supporters still almost taking na 25 no. And as supporters they demand they say they want it to be 30% instead of 25%, no. Or I say any area omo egusua over there'll be a lot of consultations on that. But as to say omo person omo handle controls at the end there. Board not catch omo point blank and say no. That cannot be the case. Omo to me I am part of it.
Omo to me 30.
That but chapters no.
Okay.
And request demand this
for 30.
So yes, I said this time we move from 25 and got 30%. And hold on, once a can NCA. But now that's whereby the board and the supporters no a committee that will be in charge of this phobia for life no. Now Omasama started our pretty. e de mu on na e ko ba say sa de omuta omu start here na omu operate no sika omu gege ye no up to date nobody knows where the amount is how much omu crew here what is here every house of supporter who two years can be for phobia for life every now contribute until say you best stop you know as it stands now the chapters no enquire account enter the board enter the management. And I want to believe that many house of folks, even supporters, and knew what they about of that amount. No, so in going forward, no, I think say the supporters will do themselves that good to make sure say baby asasi can work. And at that time, I learned say very trying, and in charge. As I did no, a charge here. You know, hono, I didn't sky a no. Say yeah, quarter is streamline at the end of the year. So omutimi, I who says can say, say, and I repass say and register. Because what activity will be already registered that no. Won't mean on some register. You see the point? Or the so register that. You know, I said, Omoyeda, anyone fine board hunumu, management hunumu, not supporters hunumu. So at the end of the month, Biano,
okay.
Munim Sika, Yenya, Yedim the Abeco supporters ho, Yedim the Abeco the club no ho. Now, no so the supporters no direct contribution. Or somebody say to the club. I think that Sadamo no more home. So carrying enough for the supporters of Makasa believe say the meeting you know was a fruitful one. I'm free say going for it no. A bebuam will be where ASO to me no limitations any maybe ASO to me ayako. So far that is on phobia for life. I think say I do baby say supporters learning how to contribute indirectly. Indirect contribution to the club because the direct one is going to watch the game. So indirectly, you know, the supporters' contribution to the club. No? As you try to define ye, and especially as we are the we are fine. Say me obia person contribute to only how. But adia when it's shielded in secrecy, you know, I don't think say is the best. So with this meeting, ebeboa amasane mani na no.
But I say captain. Danger.
Over.
Rashid not so dear ho. That's the incident I say. Abampo answer.
Omo wi.
And na team no so on break into Monday o mesaba.
Ya.
Amoko na na obi anya ma uchi na na enanam ho.
Enam anti no. Ebeba ebia omo mra Monday dey na changes bebre aba.
Enti.
Sa.
Well. But also don't they will play perform training grounds.
Na aka ayi.
Ano boy do beja oba transport stadium.
No so your point.
Na say bebre o.
Officer o ma me kwan kan be say me ka captain komo na wodi en kan be say me di ma no tum kakra.
Fa no be 3 bi na be 2 na say na yen balance no.
I think say the House of Folk supporters no, particularly the NCC, has been overpampered, and I say abroso. The NCC has been overpampered. In fact, meeting here a needless, a useless, a fruitless exercise. I wonder somebody saying a fruitful.
The supporters
a needless, a useless, a fruitless exercise.
Reasons.
And I will tell you why. Sure. No, if it's you I will go after them. Both Kotoko circles, chapters. Yeah, they should get ready for me because I'm coming after them. Because you see, people abuse power and office at will. The same people who have the effrontery to call on people to do the right thing. And yet the media never saw some for so. Media mentisa. Many forward there mentisa. Because he that calls for equity cannot dirty his hands and come and call for equity. You cannot do that. Elvis and now I can say illegally. Very personal. Or you so say Ibisa or quite standing for 1 year. 1 year now, Congress no or the conference in the man on a Chamuko or Tom call himself NCC chairman. And you're ferry. And you're ferry, he will not even see the need to step aside. 2 Saturdays ago, Omukoye meeting was secretariat. At the meeting, he sought to put together a committee. Our friend elections committee. Say elections committee will now give Omo NCC the mandate to continue so that they will oversee the elections. Then the same NCC now empower the elections committee to work. Just come look at it. As I said in previous, and I am school no.
Time now soon into man who say need lesson na.
Yeah. Adena captain catcher you know. Officer, unya but now follow the account of captain. How can they obey? No my because see, has a folk and I have it on mobile laws and I have it on my phone. Then NCC bylaws no. How we has a folk and I think Minister Kotokodian but monthly contribution be various chapters in the bay no. A call almost no more. A percentage that goes to the club.
This is 102.7.
Say as some supporters and more contribution to the club no. The busumi be okay, you do sir. Your percentage that goes to the club and the captain can say for so many years, omunye. Way, I quite remember Randia Bine Nilamso Krashiwa who during Neil's time as the NCC chairman. I can't remember a big issue. Tina, sometimes you know, some of us that has been around for all this time, you know. Sebasi ya ka house and some ayan confront tia here. Say be aye obina no. Omo and others, phobia for life or start obi. Club no doesn't know phobia for life is can be a call because NCC for no e konsa say omo na ese de mo ye. And board in the jama or munye. Because the board chairman has always wanted to have peace with the supporters front, you know. But push it one back on the amount omunya no ya no ma that ho and when they fail to do it no ma jump ko baby no the hona ko ya asem. These are the supporters who were demonstrating in the street oh ade a omo je so mbe ya omo so mbe ya na bo team no omo timi anye ya make say this na meeting no conclusion what was the conclusion so after omo be phobia for life no and omo confess can na eda ho no mra and omo nya dan the belief or suspicion say can omo dey be to shares no and then the Great Accra Regional Chapters Committee owns a shares in the club with the same money they collected. And then say because club ni ho. So what is out 25% in if you want almost some person increase call you now. The remaining 75%. A club ni see come the quarter shares. I'm own in there and the claims are more. Look at TV. I know ICC for you know RCC for no
75 no kind.
I say 100%. So you just can 100%. And 25% that's a call. So the remaining 75% goes to the club. And call on come on their quarter shares. And they claim so on their own shares. Any chrono.
Since I started hard way, then I penny for na show more.
I make a choice. You see, me at Emia, you see, where I'm question. And you're starting to say, I heard meeting and I make a one seven. Omuya so mbeti elections committee pena Mohammed Alasan ane Maso Sabeka chom say omu nim tumi no biem sa tumi no afiri wo nsem and the only body in house of folk betima hame atoba the supporters front no the board and then the management of course with an express authority from the board to the management. The only thing I say omo muti so na omo time aso no omo ntwe nkoma board no say time aso atwam enti no per our bylaws no sisi idea esem na mo hweme atoba. So the NCC sometime last week wrote to the board. Some percent board no more direction. Board no go so mu. And if you have the opportunity, say on the board no go share. Ogo kan recruitment. Ogo kan saying atam didi a wosin kofo di atam. Adia eno na esamo ye no. They didn't talk about it. So but get me. I see people don't get where I'm coming from. I'm saying in terms of meeting no, useless no. A fruitless exercise. I didn't hear NCC no. And I saw leadership. No, clear direction as to where they're taking the supporters from to. They should get a clear direction as to where the chapters are going. Next season. And then munye we ma ni ayamomo. Munye we ni ayamomo. As I say, chapters no. Etimi train. Baby, the chapters in moving forward. And somebody they have to have some leadership. And then why they are sitting there calling themselves leadership or leaders because there's no law that is backing them or supporting them. Say, Obi any interested in as enti as a second time to me board no say board day mon constitute an IMC to see to the elections so that obviously Evers Sana no every now and then or chance me kwade chance me enti an dey obi nim dey obeye but asumi so obekwa so that he contest and hopefully win and then he continue his job. So omo office wo ye adwuma pa de ma omo a say na omo sempa because the promises okay wonye emu 2% kra enti so no say omo no fi say otwe say you are running circles chapters ni say na omo sempa but at least make sure properties are done kade kase kom koye na no munye opportunity meet board no the next kase kom say let them chokoma board no say board no constitute IMC to take care of the chapters no can the next kase go kan wasem they went talking about coach Watara's recruitment why why
Oben
sa kotokoso sa
ansisi no
yewie season but say kana na kontompo ani na kontompo ni afari ana de kontompo ni afari na kontompo di ana era kana penkra
omuma yenwie season no enti the manya as the circus chairman no ne time aso twem no so na twem o illegally no on tira ho hwe na a circus chairman on one yenwie season no oka illegal any constitutional mandate bia ya obi ano asem no kan ye illegal o wie ye no na girigidi odi america girigidi no ko han bass ba ko do mo ko efen sen takwa
afo nipa ya de osai yo kaso bi di america team no yo mko su frɛ no omu onka coach no kwadu ba ka je no say ko be ba me ka oba fo ya ba me me ka coach no kwa ka je no say o frɛ obi ko kan je no because o frɛ eya wo mfa na omu nyina ko hia hemfie ye frɛ say ba bi aduro no ye hia wo no bi di ni se ka sa bi aye mo we ya nya ba ko po omuko ma tisa na frɛ ko nyina omuko ta omuko ehibe wo say ya kan na no do no you can check
omu ye kota kwanu no
you can find out
omuko ta kwanu no I'm telling you bi offer I know me say after me say asa me can say after the napping cracker chere o say ye boss season ni wi a omo anhwe say omo so ne boss season ni ye wi na napping crack any omo maka nyina no they be mute operator and we cannot allow that to happen. But now, let me try my statistics no make so. You have a season tino. You person when you be team ni mo the confusion be ba or nya ni ntam.
How do you blame them nya or we blame?
No na pinka some na me kai.
So
no mu kwa so kokka kan say onu kwa so kokka say ya boss season na we ntina na nya den. What is the way forward?
What do we do better my friend nti say follow me.
Oh, on say asanto koroko NCC in common. Over the papa mu die why am me say delay na ba na yese kotko wie season na so ati ase e na omopa mu players no omoma players no call ekofie to of our study ya ase kotko wie season na transfer na it take the attention of the IMC members. I'm not defending them but almost 7 matches to end the season. Got good position, so they needed to make sure say club na mubabe pre to me no wadi ye e o league ni ebo no.
Say ko ko hone ka chom some fa no ntu ba bi kra na yen save club no mi.
And say no omo save wi na ma start say there bi yeso Bruce wo teman when ye kokko say over enti ani brain mu no recruitment, the direction, the players that will be in the team. Send a club new repeat and go to what happened last season. Almost starting in them. So right after season and this season ended Sunday. Monday no mko fikesi. Of only Monday na IMC members to go fikesi mko briefy. And omunya authority to sack the players. And then I make a story you are. Ya bo ni we Sunday against Bofono. Ne dwada and omuko fikesi ma no pa. IMC no. And omunya authority to sack the players.
I don't want to call ya na say
the koi. That time coach in the list call Thursday before say kotkobe that Friday. Minim kame check date kame ma date ankasa. But na kotkobe Sunday a. The Thursday na omo ye bibia record secretariat.
I didn't report ma.
But no muntimi pamu players before the game. Omo bo we no nim say omo pamo. Baba pamo you need authority from higher office. Omo ko fikasiem. Omo koye bi ti ni wi omo nya authority no. Na omo ba afie ebe si akotko players no. Na omo break you.
Omo boys na da no.
E da na omo break you omo. Omo break you omo we no hini brenya. Wa odin won bi ofre o say nyame adom a Tuesday after the Monday, Bra Secretariat. You on a news, neighbor say 14 players air call. Near was 7 be almost contract there. I'm the man 14 year break is our story. No. Ntine brother and koja players no. First part in the coin. You kwada and saying job more kind of coin. After that, they needed replacement because na club neighbor be share a year what we call the preseason for the Democracy Cup. To us study at the attention of the IMC. Why I mean that same way, meaning say oh pa. But I mean can one say oh show my attention now. I could did this side. Okay. So what we all expect is okay, fine. Yeah, mom, yeah, recruitment to some extent. And yes, we get team neti cry to come. No mu to kwaya. Then after that, our recruitment, we can start asking questions. Say, any questions are starting next season without the supporters front having a clear path for the next 4 years. Because the reasons I could compare from reasons back home kind was supporters now in Chichimuaban. They say a fixing. Meaning it should be fixed before next season. I mean, it should be fixed. But for now, I understand them because Krora, Minyan and Tiesa and Apin cry Somano. And the Codi Jumedi Biwa, Canada. Initially, I can't say UK. Baba say Canada. Or buy it and so buy 2 days ago. Or buy no. Nechino, no more year calls for recruitment. But final authority, Adrian on so. Sikakra I approve no. Yet more be a on so koje. Tiafen on so aba on so buy no. There's a pile of uncompleted transfers.
Winners and coalition.
Exactly. There's a pile of uncompleted transfers. And they are nations for semi by say money Asamoah Boateng they are also explaining say do have no munya feedback no munya free cut corner no nya shit say the munya free house they be say dia
oh say I too late
they say the baby mama boys na could room cry
or say nampo
bi mine ama watara ni o matena se din komo for almost be 2 hours ama wa gina so aye the list cause onya ewu ano we yi defend the bidia firim the list no omo be sack no
has now okay has
yeah has denti abe den no oh was that could feedback Niska you see football there is
no common CGR
there is respect doctor and Togwe doctor and Nana Penkra okay said and then Nana Penkra tias and doctor tias and no play about kotoko na kotoko ntue ske so wasaje dia makla for friend papa eska for mo dele that level do
sorry
sanity intina na ba ye no common be bro madi ebu am the contract proposals akwa players no bi ama players ni be the feedback aba but players need feedback ni ba ko continue sign and respond bi to aba no frew o wa he bra ska say ni sad level na continue steady say all the transfer news ne ba say kotkasati speed up bi because oba back no in Kenya abem enti eno ni ade esi o manu so say
ima onya kwana
they were first no Ghana. Yeah, no so started first. But I'm say Monday no. Na say Monday na first.
Yes.
Na ima da so ha. It was not fix it and you may be the market going to me name. Tina hanti ofa. Oba ye say na releasing money and finalizing deals. Because Duada as I see a nipa be 4 full kotko training grounds. Duada see a call nipa be 4 see hu. You Sudan for ni free me hia me no foforo ka ho.
Don't be surprised if you money option akwa
until I'm saying by Juada. They be omunya training.
I'm got 3 days of Monday no be starting.
Enti of us and community.
Okay.
Enti na ba wa ban e be din so be circle roadmap for elections.
And the about for Sabri party or Takaso de Kahua.
The committee already so the implementation of it and when you
9 at a time what proper chire
there be only in 9 there's a committee
to me 9 see asem so na me penya na nsem no ntokro wom
Oh,
the moment
say.
me page me nine
Oh,
na
say.
roadmap ni di akire.
Oh, say.
No, that should be it.
And this is an
There be on kwala mienu ko. Yemfa say kwala mienu ko, me si munja ntokwa. Asem no me ko siesie me the response we brem. Me ba na masande asem na brem sa bra me siesie.
Asem no na siesie o. There's a committee. Who fi asafo hene committee no.
That committee.
What my omajuma wi?
Was empowered to investigate
the
loopholes in the whole election structure. Normal recommendations to the chief of staff.
Which they have done.
Chief of staff.
Yeah, they have done. They are
So,
done with it.
the office of the chief of staff plus Nana Penkra.
Exactly, I'm saying
By
that.
the time on Becca said in seminal, on my 2 minute free sono. Now roadmap ni di achire o. Resolutions di achire.
Elections in them funny.
Any election, you don't ever conduct elections, no. But say by the time Becca so, Nana frame se mombrano. Muba kono say, ebia. First of all, you are having issues with Sikana more charge. No? Your conclusive they say any court charge say. Your conclusive must reopen nominations. Twenty years. Send your dear one for form based on a bit of it by the time on the from no, there should be proper roadmap. Won't mean from on some balance a passer. About honest, a penny out 2 90 as 7 as 7 1 when
1 minute on Russian note and I mean
Rashid has me there over I knew say Rashid is not coming back. Over. I knew say Rashid is not coming back. The talent I movie nim say Rashid one. Min kebe me de say Rashid will still be part of Kotoko. But you need information on what mo offer and no na last time make us some far no.
Rashid de me say na me say the working.
Offer injuries ben.
Ko say
Offer injuries ben.
Ko ba for later na yo. Later they say ho be ton no. Enya injury.
For me dear man. Well, na kan you say Rashid to come be release no. Injuries farm me for that. But they were farm me for that but injuries or not long lay off. No back akra. I only hope say Abia say no. Abia and am I? You see the point? Abia say no but to be honest with you, injury there hano. Of another one to ni ababa kakra 1 2 bi wo say atena chance na hajure.
Me da say akomia timing into on ma obedi ni nkomo yi emayen. Kasama for the Ghana Football Association. Henry and Satitun on the line. Ni nyina no ayo draw and yes aka also.
Mr. Hart, good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Na bibi aboko there.
Adom Ishan Kenyankopo.
Oh, okay. Mr. Hart, where the 2025 AFCON NHS the qualifiers draw about to Johnny see about so na after say who your opponent Sudan, Angola, Niger no your initial comment and how do you see the chances of the Black Stars for qualifiers here?
Well, the first thing about me is a top group because currently say share Sudan form, Angola form based on their during the AFCON Angola Cote d'Ivoire now. Any the alliance Cote d'Ivoire now. Obeka say Sudan current form in the World Cup qualifiers. Any Angola of form at the AFCON. At the but yes, also I think that we are trying to get back to our level. Even though the last 2 matches we didn't know. They decided that man not even right team delivery, but rather to remain humble and take the games as and when they come. It is a very tough group. But at least from now until time one, the chance a cup, a very easy thing, for the games. From now until that time, I believe that the coaches know, Juma, the players know will be in sound health and will be able to take off well and qualify from this group. Angola are always a very tough customer when it comes to Yeneo matches.
Yeah.
Sudan, the last time I know in a similar AFCON qualifier, or Hartu, or 85, so a Kamakwa, Yenjumi Ante. I think that was for the 2021 AFCON. Omba Cape Kusro, Yesha Omutu brilliant goals for Andre Ayew. There is a lot at stake in terms of history, in terms of record, previous meetings, pedigree, and then an AFCON ticket. The GD is once our players are in sound health, your coaches never started, your teams no one juma, and then by the time you be go into these matches, we will be ready for the games.
Well, Mr. Hart, who share general comments I say after the performance of the Blasters in the last 2 games, I'm not confidence na kosoro pa. Generally, because who share social media, now the Blasters is back to its glory days, despite challenges in Cote d'Ivoire. What is your take on how all of a sudden a month when you massive confidence or Blasters?
Well, a good sign that around for being confident. Our team, no. I am your band team, no. Your team, no. And I'll pay you any you yes, your GD is we are not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Because and when you hear a fair war of Mali, we were able to grind results when it mattered most. They share playing in Kumasi under that condition. If you take a lead on the t-shirt, if you achieve by the 4-1 lead, say 4-2, eventually, and say 4-3. There is still a lot to be done. Even though the public believes that the group will be able to be a cheer for Obiaso. So there is a mindset, a team one. A bit me a quite won't be petty. Luckily, at least since 2004, I am qualify for the AFCON. We have been to every single competition. 06 in Egypt, 08 in Ghana, 2010 Angola, 2012 Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, 2013 South Africa, 2015 Equatorial Guinea, 2017 Gabon, 2019 Egypt, 2021 Cameroon, 2023-24 Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
And that consistency, a certain level of belief and confidence. But you have to show for it on the field.
Okay.
Against Angola, it will be difficult. We need to fight hard, work off our socks, and get the result. Against Sudan, there is a lot that will come into play because of Nipa or Daomanim and the fact that there are Ghanaians who are currently in charge of the team. In terms of confidence, level, because they are in the same group with Senegal in the World Cup qualifiers. Senegal for when you are going into games and you have these factors to take care of, sometimes it plays on your mind.
Okay.
The Ghana first is show some level of confidence in the team, but results.
Okay.
There was on the field of play during the games.
Now, when the old Kasan made mention of the Sudan Kwesiapia factor, I think and also the second trending issue after this particular draw. Apart from the fact that Manfo said Ghana would definitely sail through, the second one had to do with the Kwesiapia factor. A lot of theories, conflict of interest, Manfo be raising, he being part of the ESCO and working for Sudan. I don't know your take on that. It was something that could have happened, but now odds ne idea so sabira esino as an FA minim say munya meeting there, but among yourself there will be this kind of informal conversations. What is your view on how Amanfoɔ treated the issue of conflict of interest between Akwesi, ESCO member, and the Sudan head coach?
Well, at our level, I think that there is a superior authority, and that superior authority is FIFA. FIFA governance is closely monitoring our situation because of maybe a free bar from 2019. The fact that CCI the new statutes and that statute was approved by FIFA governance.
Okay.
It's, even critical, we will seek clarity of FIFA governance, and then that will guide us as regards the next steps are you be taking. But at the moment, the decision they are in Yamba.
And what about more the fear? Say the ESCO play a part what the decision making around the Blasters and he being on it. No more Musuro no. What will you tell them?
The American is seeking clarity from FIFA about the status of year Papa James Akwesi Appiah. Now FIFA can take back to us. They can combine his S2 position with the current role as head coach of Sudan. All we have to do is to ensure that you have prepare year go into the 2 matches because not as a big group on himself into me but he is seeking clarity, you know. Now FIFA back any contrary reaction in terms of ABR. Say obi jai ba kwato ho ana say obetwe ne ho afiri ha ana say obeye we ana obeye we a no na ye call into the matches a the trimufine any adwimufine and ebeko enti no secretariat ne FIFA governance e be lazy on this issue, and I am sure that before 2 games no ebeko no we will be in a very good position to speak specifically to this particular issue.
Harry, you are a PR person. You ever done so far? What's the come on.